Hey everybody, what's up? I wanted to just talk for a little bit. I don't know everything I'm going to talk about in this video. I have a couple of things I want to touch on, but kind of just going to talk to y'all for a little bit. And I was going to do this closer to the end of the year / beginning of the year, but that was on break, and that's another thing we'll talk about in this video. But I do want to start it off by saying thank you. I appreciate you guys. I feel very grateful that I get to get up and do this every day. And I regularly appreciate the situation I'm in. I'm very grateful. I enjoy my job very much with everything that comes with it. With as difficult as it can be sometimes, I do enjoy it very much. This is definitely the thing that I should be doing. I struggle a lot to do the same thing over and over. I've had a lot of different jobs, more than you would believe. It would sound like bullshit if I told you. You'd be hard-pressed to name a job that doesn't require a degree that I haven't done. And this is by far my favorite one, and also among the most difficult in its own way. But I do love it. There's really nothing else I think I should be doing. So I appreciate you guys very much. The fact that I create anything that moves anyone in any way is super dope. And the fact that so many of you have expressed that you're so attached to certain things that I do, whether it be the Free to Succeed or certain stupid characters that I've come up with, or just anything. The fact that any of you feel anything about what I do is really cool. I appreciate you guys a lot. I missed you over the break, honestly. I did not miss Raid. I missed Raid 0%. But I did miss you guys. I missed Free to Succeed. I missed the interaction with you guys. I missed a lot of the things that surround Raid. But as far as Raid itself, nothing. At no point did I feel compelled to log in for any other reason than to confirm my suspicions about the Titan event and the 4-year anniversary and all of that. I logged in to see what it all was. And we'll talk more about Raid in another video. I don't want this video to turn into a rant about Raid or anything. But yeah, I didn't miss Raid at all. So that's interesting. It's good timing though. It's good timing because something else I do specifically want to talk about in this video is where my content is headed for this year and moving forward. The break did me a lot of good. The break was so much more necessary than I even realized, and I think it's the first time I've ever fully taken a break. I've had vacations before, and I've been pretty good about not being too consumed with work while I'm on vacation, but I still would have a habit of checking my analytics and sometimes getting a little antsy because my revenue was dropping because I wasn't posting, and sort of still keeping up with the games. And this was the first time that I completely washed my hands of it and was not a content creator for a while. And it was just so necessary, so much so that I think it's going to have to be a regular occurrence. I think at least once a year, probably around the end of the year, makes the most sense. I'm going to take at least 2 weeks off completely from doing this because it just did me so much good. It was the first time I've fully relaxed. It gave me some time to think about what I'm doing and what I would like to do. And I just got to enjoy myself for a little bit. Georgia and I spent a lot of time together, and we went around the city and did a bunch of things. We went to the zoo, and we did a lot of different things around the city we've been meaning to do, and also did a good bit of just laying around and relaxing, playing games, and it was good. It was a really good, really necessary, really healthy experience, I think. So it's going to have to be something that happens if I'm going to continue to do this. I think I'm going to need that full disconnect at least once a year. So I'll say all that to say one of the things that I've decided this year is I'm going to finally fully pursue growing the channel I've always wanted to grow. I've always wanted a channel where I could just kind of do whatever I want. Something along the lines of a Jenna Marbles, PewDiePie style channel where I just kind of do whatever I want and it's fine. You know what I mean? Or for example, probably a more apt comparison is the Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, Curtis Connor genre, that commentary style. That's the type of content I've always wanted to make. That's the kind of channel I want to have. That's the kind of vibe I want to go for. So, I've just convinced myself that I don't have time up to this point. That's always the type of channel I've wanted to have. And I jumped on Raid at the right time, and things worked out with Raid, and that's how I grew my channel, and it's enabled me to kind of branch out and do some other things now. And then I pulled back a lot last year because I was doing way too much. So I've pulled back to a pretty manageable spot now. And I now realize this is important enough to me that even if I have to sacrifice some of what I'm currently doing to make it happen, I'm going to do that if possible. So I'm going to do it on another channel. Some of you know about the channel. I've had it for a long time, and I occasionally would make content on it a couple of years ago. I'll put a link to it below if it interests you, if you want to check it out. It's going to have nothing to do with Raid. It's going to just be the videos that I want to make. And yeah, I think it's got like 99 subscribers right now, which is pretty cool. So we're basically starting from scratch over there, and we're going to prioritize that. And I want to see just how it goes. I want to see what it looks like at the end of the year versus what it looks like now. I don't think much will change over here for a while, honestly. I'm not like quitting Raid. This is not my quitting Raid announcement or anything, but I definitely I just don't have any real feelings about Raid anymore. Again, all of my feelings are about you guys and the routine of it all. I really like Free to Succeed. I like getting up and having coffee with you guys every morning and spending, 12 to 25 minutes, however long the episodes end up being. That's become kind of a staple in my day. I really enjoy that. And a lot of you have told me you really enjoy it. And the times that I've hinted quitting it in the past, it gets a lot of pushback. So I really genuinely enjoy doing that. I like playing the account. I like playing the Free to Succeed account. I think it's not so much Raid as much as I think it is Plarium. I think there's finally a full acceptance that Plarium is not going to do anything any differently. Which again, we'll talk more about in another video. But over here, the reason I'm not doing the content on this channel is because I don't want to mesh the audiences. I don't want to bother my Raid people who don't care about the other stuff I'm doing with this new stuff, and I don't want to bother the audience with for the new stuff with a Free to Succeed notification every morning. You know what I mean? So as much as I love my main channel and I've put most of my time and energy into it, I'm just going to put it on another channel because I don't want to mesh them together like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, starting over. Not a big deal. Also, I'm not quitting. Again, nothing will really feel that different over here. I'll still do Free to Succeed. I'll still talk about what's going on. I'll still do the skits occasionally. Some of you have asked, like, how come I don't do Vincent Void Tower anymore and stuff like that. Vincent Void Tower was the most time-intensive thing I've done. It was literally a week-long process for every video on top of everything else I was doing. And it just got to where it was a little bit more stressful than fun, I guess, to do the way I wanted to do it. I could whip up something, but I don't want to do it like that. It was just every day I was having to like really pay attention to what was going on, come up with funny stuff for it, make the tweets, make the pictures. It's just a very long process to make that video every week. And it just got to be more trouble than it felt like it was worth to me to do, under the circumstances I was doing it, and for the lack of interest that I ultimately had, I think, in Raid, which has only declined since. So again, it's a weird thing. It's like I don't hate the game. I just don't think I feel much for it at all. I said I didn't play Raid much over the break. The first few days I logged in and hit Clan Boss a couple of times. And then I logged in a couple times to see what these events were, if I was right about what the events were. Whereas Eternal Evolution, I played almost every day, and not even in a work way. Yesterday we were just hanging out, and I had it up on my monitor, and I was doing some stuff, and Georgia was like, "Are you working?" I was like, "No, I just like it. I just like playing it. If I stopped making content for it completely, I would play it the exact same amount. I just genuinely love the game, and with Raid, I just don't have it. And the problem with that is not feeling anything for the game and being so sick of the developers. Where do you go from there? You know what I mean? So again, if it was just about the game, this would probably be me announcing I'm quitting Raid, because I just don't care about Raid anymore. But there's so much stuff surrounding it that I do care about. I like the community a lot. I really enjoy Free to Succeed. I enjoy the routine. I enjoy... it is still amusing to me to like watch Plarium suck at this. But I do want to start putting more of my energy into other things. I think it's felt comfortable to continue to do it like this because it's been the routine. But especially now that Raid isn't even my main thing, I can very comfortably afford to not have Raid anymore. I feel like there's no reason for me not to kind of capitalize on everything else that's going on right now and invest my time in the main thing that I truly want to invest my time in, and see if we can't get it to a point where it is also successful. So that's kind of my thoughts on all of that. I'm very excited to get to it. The goal will be weekly uploads on the other channel. I don't know right away if I'm going to be able to swing that. I have to find my rhythm with it. I have to find a routine that works for me. So maybe a little bit slower than that, but the goal is going to be weekly uploads on that channel. And yeah, it should be fun. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to be making videos about over there, but pretty stoked about it. So again, no worries. I'm not announcing that I'm quitting Raid or anything. And when the time comes, if the time comes, and it will, it won't be like a rug pull. I don't think I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm done, bye. You know, I'll kind of let you guys know it's coming. But for the foreseeable, Free to Succeed isn't going anywhere. Again, everything over here will feel relatively the same. If anything, there might be a little less content as I sacrifice time here to put it into other things, but it's all good. So I guess that's really the whole talk about the content stuff. Some other stuff. I've never been a huge New Year resolution guy, but something about the break and like starting back up now close to the beginning of the year kind of makes me feel like I have New Year's resolutions. I am going to get back in shape. Fell off a little bit, nothing like insanely drastic, but I'm not in the shape I was earlier last year. So we're going to fix that, get back to, we kind of had our last hoorah this week, so we were pretty hardcore with the junk food and lounging around and stuff, but we're going to get back to eating right and working out. And the goal will be by the end of this year to surpass where I was at the beginning of last year, which is very doable. I think in probably 3 months, I'll be right on line with where I was. So we got a lot of room to grow there. Like I said, I'm going to start putting a lot of energy into this other channel. That's one of the big things I want to focus on this year. And what else? I don't know. There's some other big stuff happening potentially this year, but I'll inform you guys about all that as necessary. But there's some potentially big things happening in the next couple of months, so we'll see how all that goes. Yeah, I guess that's it. We had our Christmas, which was fun. For those of you that don't know, I don't know if I've talked about it a ton. We did our first Christmas together we did on January 13th because that's how she came to the States from like the 11th to the 26th of January. And the 13th was a good day for us. We were, in the cabin, and that's kind of when we had our little Christmas. So we did that again this year. We had our Christmas on January 13th. And I want to try to show you. I don't think it's going to show up very well. I think it's going to be hard to get the camera to focus. But what she got me for Christmas, it's a custom keycap. I don't think I can get it to focus though, and the light's in the way. So anyway, I'll put it on my Instagram, I guess. I need to start using Instagram more anyway, I think. So Yeah, I made it my escape key. It's a custom keycat though. If you want to check it out, I'll post it on Instagram, and my @'s on the screen now, or it'll be linked below if you want to go see it. It's really dope. It's a custom keyboard key, and it's a like, I don't know what it's covered, acrylic maybe, but it's a little handmade scene. It's Charizard like spitting fire, and it's super dope, man. One of the more unique presents I've gotten. Never would have guessed it, and I'm a notoriously good gift guesser, and I never would have guessed this one. So pretty cool present, and it was nice. It was nice, man. It was a nice chill week. Feel pretty rejuvenated, ready to get back to it and add things. Excited to get back in shape. We kind of ate ourselves we ate so much shit this week that we were kind of like, I'm ready. I'm ready for Monday so I can get back to eating healthier. So that's what we're going to spend this year doing, is getting in shape and getting settled and established in some more things. And she's got some fun stuff in the works too. She might potentially dabble in content creation at some point. She'll be furious. She knows I said that in a video, but I don't know what it means. I don't know. I think she's just kind of interested in it to a degree. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get her own channel at some point or something. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. That's really the whole gist of everything in this video. Is I'm very grateful for what I get to do. It's insane to me that it's gotten to the point that it's gotten to, that I'm successful enough with it to have been able to move across the world. That there are sweaters with my logo on it that people want to buy. That there's a mug club themed around a free-to-play series that I do. All of that is just insane to me. I remember starting YouTube. I remember all of it, all of the thoughts, how impossible it was. I remember when I thought about merch the first time and thought, I probably never get to the point where that happens. I remember almost not doing Free to Succeed. I vividly remember how impossible it seemed, but also how determined I was to make it a thing. And now here we are, sitting in Australia, talking to a camera. So it's wild, it's insane, and it's just exactly what I think I should be doing. So I'm very grateful for it, and I appreciate you guys a lot. Again, the fact that anything I do makes anyone feel anything is really cool. So I appreciate everybody that shows up and engages with what I do, consumes any of the content that I make to any degree, and I'm very proud of the audience that I have. I'm very proud of the community that is my audience. I think it's so overwhelmingly positive and genuine, and I think that is really rare on the internet. I think it is really rare as a YouTuber even to be able to say that. So I just want you guys to know, I see you around. I see you in other streams. I see you on other channels. I see you in my Discord, and I just think it's real dope. I think you guys are awesome. I've made quite a few friends over the years with viewers. I'm not going to say any names because I'll forget someone's name and hurt someone's feelings, and I don't want to do that, but you know who you are. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of you guys. I am grateful for all of it. And I don't reckon I have any plans to stop ever. So buckle up. Buckle up. We'll be here for a while, all right? So yeah, we'll keep an eye out. I'm going to be doing a video soon where I'm talking more about what's going on in Raid. You know how we do. And again, Free to Succeeds will still be coming as usual. Nothing's going to feel too much different over here at first. And we'll see how it develops over time. Who knows? Maybe that other channel does well and I feel comfortable giving a lot more time to it. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. But those are my plans for the year. My two big focuses for the year, as far as I exclusively am concerned, are to grow that other channel and to get back in shape. To get back in the shape I want to be in. So I don't reckon we have a super long way to go in either of those. So leave a comment. I don't even know about what. Just if you feel compelled to leave a comment, I'll read them all. I don't engage with them as much anymore. One, for the sake of time, and two, for the sake of sanity. But I do read them all. So if you feel compelled to leave a comment on this video, go for it. I will see it. And I reckon I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all very much. We'll see you